Hey, it's your girl, Carla Renata, aka the Curvy Film Critic. Had an opportunity to speak with A Dog Ways Home, Bruce Jectory, of his writing career, a dog's purpose in his life, and the importance of valuing our friendships with our furry little pawed friends. Take a listen.
The reason I write so brilliantly. I met our first family dog when I was 8 years old, and it's been pretty much a continuous relationship between me and animals ever since. I've had one cat. I liked the cat. The cat didn't like me. I'm an animal lover. I guess that's just sort of embedded in me. What happened for me was I wrote this thing about teenage daughters, 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. It became a TV show, came out here. I thought I was a hot shot. I'm like I'm the new guy in Hollywood, and then some things happened. The star passed away. John Ritter died, and that ended at that part of my career. We went on writer's strike. That really affected my career. And all of a sudden I found myself broke in Hollywood and realizing that maybe my whole time out here was over. What I did then was realize that the arrogance I had brought into this whole experience had really served me poorly. It wasn't me. I have a talent that I got from somewhere. So I had to have a conversation in which I confessed that I had been arrogant and I had been focused on myself, and what I really needed to say was, I can't do this without your help. I can't do any of this without help. And I have to say thank you. I'm so grateful for the gifts that I've been given. And if I'm done out here, I'm done out here. But if I'm not done, I could really use some help because we're just about ready to hit bottom. And with that, a story came into my head as if I was watching it on Netflix. I mean, it was just like A Dog's Purpose was suddenly there. And that's not how it happens for me. Normally when I write a book, it's a little tiny piece at a time. I string it together. It doesn't make sense. I take it down and put it back. This has never happened to me. I had the whole story.
So you've had the dog since you were 8, yeah?
Yes.
What do you think A Dog's Purpose has been in your life since you were 8 years old?
The dog's purpose has been to guide me successfully through what would otherwise have been a disastrous childhood because, I just was always making bad decisions, but I could always count on the friendship and love of one creature in my life. And when it felt to me like I didn't have a friend in the world, that was never the case. I could always turn to my dogs.
So I have a dog. His name is Spanky. He's a Maltese. And my best friend gives him a British voice when she says he's talking to me. And she's like, "Mother." And I'm like, really? I cannot. So I say all of that to say that I love when I see dogs talking and babies talking in movies. It's like my favorite thing ever. So if any of the dogs that you've had throughout the course of your life were talking to you, what do you think they would say?
Could we have some more bacon?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right.
With all of my films and all of my books, what I want them to know is that dogs are thinking, feeling, sentient, spiritual beings. And they rely on us. We have bred them to be dependent upon us. And so we owe them. Our species owes their species help. They can't survive on their own. I mean, the whole idea behind A Dog's Way Home is that this miracle happens because there's simply no way a dog could survive for 2 years in the Rocky Mountains unless there was a whole bunch of extraordinary events. One of them being meeting up with a top predator and forming a friendship that keeps you fed. I mean, that's just something that probably would not happen in real life, but I want children to understand we need to take care of these animals.
Thank you, Bruce W. Cameron. I might have to try that bacon trick with Mr. Spanky. A Dog's Way Home is in theaters right now. This is your girl, Carla Renata, a.k.a. the Curvy Film Critic. Love, peace, and hair grease until the next time.